All right, everybody, it's Uncle Ed again, and happy Monday. Hopefully, you all had a fantastic weekend. You feel rejuvenated. You're ready to take on the world, regardless of all the craziness and the negativity. Forget all that stuff. Here, we're positive people. And speaking of today, I have a very, very cool interview, something a little bit outside of finances, which I normally talk about, but I don't want to be typecasted. So I want to talk a little bit about something a little different that at some point in our lives, if it's not now, it's going to be later. It's going to affect us, and that is organization, especially in our homes and in our offices. So I have an expert today. Her name is Luci Carvalho, and she is the CEO of LuLu Organizer around the Bay Area. So thank you so much, Luci, for I know it was kind of last minute for you being in your car and gracing us with your information. And thank you so much for starting this business because boy, who cannot be better organized?
Thank you, Eddie, very much for having me today.
You bet. So tell me, when did you start and why did you start Lulu Organizer?
I started a LuLu organizer about 2 or 3 years ago. And the reason was I got my certificate as an interior designer.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then I felt, oh, what I'm going to be doing with this, how can I helping people out there, right?
Yeah,
Transforming their lives with this certificate that I got.
I
And
see.
I found that as a being a home organizer, right, helping people organizing their stuff, like their kitchens, their bathrooms, garages, right, and I do downsizing too. I
Oh,
help people
okay.
moving in and moving out of
Okay.
their places and it's what I've been doing for friends, family, and I do have some people that I have organized also.
Yeah. So I figure, one never knows how much stuff we have until we move, huh? Once we move, then you realize, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. You didn't even realize you were living with all that stuff, right?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, usually when people move. Now, do you find that people are needing more organization and they're keeping more stuff just because they're so busy with their lives that they don't have time to organize anymore, or they just don't want to even deal with it? What are you seeing out there as far as just people in general with their emotions that they just don't want to deal with it, or they're just so exhausted that they just don't
L-
have the energy?
yes, lack of energy,
Hmm.
and also yeah, people they don't realize that as much as they have at home, it's something with their brain, it
Yeah.
drain them and suck their energy, right? So
Yeah.
for us, less is more, right?
Yeah. I love that. I
Yes,
love less
less
is
is
more.
more. Less is more. And some people also are attached to stuff,
Oh, you're right.
right? Are attached to their belongings.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be attached to belongs, right?
Yeah.
To
It
your
is.
stuff. But in our organization, as a home organizer, well, people, we try to educate in people that they must whatever you have at home, you must love, like,
Mhm.
and need it, right? Love, like, and need it things, right?
Good
We
point.
just, and like, if I get something from my grandmother or even from a dear friend, if I like it, I will keep it, right? If I don't like it, it was that moment that people gave it to me
Mm.
that matters, right?
Yeah, that's
That
a good
matters.
perspective. You're
And
right.
then
It's more the moment than the actual thing, right?
yes, if you don't need that stuff, give to some people that really needs it, you
Yeah,
know?
because that's where they say that somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure, but somebody's trash is also somebody else's blessing. Maybe they need it a lot more than you do, right? As opposed to just keeping it and it's doing nothing, not
It's
helping
how,
anyone. It's a good
yes,
point.
that's right. Yes.
Yeah, that is a good
That's
point. I just find that these days people are so overwhelmed, working so many hours because the cost of everything has gone through the roof. And during the weekends, they're just exhausted. They're just kind of making up sleep. And the last thing they want to do is organize and put things in the boxes and throw things out or put it in the bags. And this is where you come in and really help them in that process. Because the other part, you're right. The other side of that coin is that people get attached. But here's the thing, there is freedom in decluttering. There is freedom in not having so much stuff to have to maintain and to have to look at. When I walk into a home and I see that there's not a lot of things, it just looks cleaner. It feels better, right? Than a house that has a ton of stuff all over the place, that clutter. And I mean, we're not even talking about hoarding. We're just talking about just the normal everyday stuff that starts to accumulate that you don't realize, like I said before, that you have so much stuff until you move. And then you realize, whoa, I can't
yes.
believe I have all this stuff, right? So, what are some of the things that you do to help them declutter?
Uh, Actually, I asked them to go through their stuff. I think it's their moment, right? And then, like, I usually ask people just to keep whatever they want me to organize, right?
Mm,
Because the way I feel is like I don't have the rights to say, oh, you should keep this or you should not keep in this, right?
it's a
It's
good
your
point.
choice.
Yeah,
It's
because
your
it's a
choice.
personal choice, right? You're right.
The help that I do with some people is, do you really love this? Do you really want this? Do you really need this? That is the help. It's your decision, no pressure and no judgment. That the most important thing is no judgment of people, what they have or what they don't, what they keep. It's their, like I must have something that, like, I will give you some example. I have a client that one day I was organizing her closet and I found her it was one t-shirt, one shirt actually, uh, that was her dad's. And then it showed the attachment that she had with that piece. I said, okay, I will leave it in here. I asked her why you're keeping that. And she said, it's my dad's.
Uh-huh. Wow.
All right. I felt that I left it alone and that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Are your clients mostly older, meaning above 60s, or are you seeing it all over the place as far as their age?
on their 30s to 60. Yeah,
30s.
30s to, yes, 30s,
So
because the
30s and
30s,
above.
yeah, the 30s and above,
Wow.
it's just because of the moms. I have two
Mm,
people, two clients that have minor kids, and both of them are work, like one work from home. She works with digital marketing, and another one, she is a former police officer who now she has a gym that she teaches jiu-jitsu. After she became a mom. So
mm.
one, for the jiu-jitsu person, I cleaned her. I helped her cleaning her garage because she wanted a
Oh,
space to do her uh,
jujitsu.
to do a gym out there, right?
Right.
And
Okay.
so for her, I made some stations, a station for a food that came from Costco, a space for cleaning supplies, and also the gym space, and it worked nice for her.
Got it.
And for the
Okay.
other one who works from home, a lot of stuff coming, like the digital marketing person, she receives a lot of samples from other place, right? Uh, and then was like she's the one that gets a lot of stuff. So I made a space for her, stage. I staged at a place where she can put everything that comes in and things that comes out of her home,
I
right?
see. Okay.
So you like it or you don't like, or it's gonna be a gift, you know?
Okay. Do you help them also with containers? Like,
Yes, containers.
right, help
Containers
them
are
put
very
stuff in the containers? Okay.
containers are very important
Yeah, I would think.
because it limits space.
Right.
It
Especially like, for
limits
example,
space.
in San Francisco, where space is so limited, right? Everybody lives in
Yes.
small, cramped areas.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's because once you put that stuff, let's see, you have a book, so you have a bookcase, right? And you have so many books. Uh, we also use one rule, one in, one out. Do you
Uh,
practice that? Like if you get so many books in your space out there, and there are books, some people read two or three books, right? Like two or three times the same book. Okay, you can keep that book out there, but there are some books that you read one time and you say, oh, that is enough, I don't need that anymore. So you go out, you buy one, and then you maybe take one or two for
got it.
donation. You
That makes
can donate
sense.
to people.
Yeah. No,
It's
that
how
makes
we do.
total sense. Excellent. Well, look, your services are very, very needed, especially these days, like I said, where people are overwhelmed. So, how do people get a hold of you? I see that your phone number is 415-650-8554. Do you also have email address?
Yes. Info at luluorganizer.com.
Okay, so info at LuLu Organizer, just like you see it right there on the screen.com. Excellent. Well, get a hold of her today. Get yourself decluttered. I'm telling you, it's not just a spring thing. Once you get decluttered and you make space and you see that you can actually discover maybe some areas in your place that you didn't even realize was there, or it's going to become bigger looking to you because you've decluttered. I'm telling you, just viscerally, and your spirit feels a lot better because it's true. Less is more. Thank you so much, Luci. We're going to
Thank
get
you,
people to give
Eddie.
you a call so you can help more and more people. And thank you so much for your passion to help people stay organized. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you
Thank you very
very
much.
much.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.